I ain't going anywhere.
All right, over here with another unprofessional video. I was over here just showing Gary the shelves over here. My Primal RC Dragster, Brap-tastic Dragster, man. Look at that.
Yeah, I was telling John, it actually looks better in person than it comes out in the videos. I mean, the lightning on the car looks like it's glowing, man. It looks really cool.
Yeah, let me bring you in here. That's the blue color. Then this is like the darker blue. I like this color, but in the video, it's not the same, right? This blue here, the Primal and the lightning pops more. Right? It's almost like glowing. That's it. So that's pretty cool. You know, you're sitting down there, laying down there, you look up. Let's unbox these things over here. But before we do that, we're going to warm up a little bit. It's not Friday, but let's hit it.
Need to loosen up a little bit.
Yeah. Why you got to make fun of me, man? Everybody's making fun of me.
To going E-word.
I'm not going E-word for
E-word. E-word for life.
No, I'm not going E-word, bro. Trust me. I'm all about that Brap, man, engines. But I like my crawlers, man. Yo.
We've always used electric, even in our gas cars. We got a battery in there.
Not one, but two. You know what I'm saying? So, and don't worry, I'm going to be getting more crawlers. It's just facts, bro. All right. Here we go. Let's do it again, bro. Let's unbox these guys here. All right, forget it, man. I got stories about this truck here. I love the International Scout 2 truck. I miss it. If International would make a new Scout 2 nowadays, or a Scout 3, you know I'm getting that truck. All right, I got so many good memories, childhood memories with this truck. My old man had one. Make a long story short, he had a 1980 Scout 2. It was blue. It was badass blue, man. It was something hooked up back in the day. There was no aftermarket parts for it, so everything had to be custom made. All right, so he used to take us to Pennsylvania, upstate New York with it. Man, we'd go into the trails. He had a push bumper. He didn't have a bumper like this. This is a nice bumper, but he had like a push bumper, a bar here, and he had these sick big ass lights, and he only used that lights to go out at night through the woods looking for deers. All right, and it also had hubs. Like when he would, I remember him getting stuck once. He's like, stay in the truck. I was in the back, and he had a rifle rack back here. He had a rifle rack. He used to keep his rifles to one side and shotguns in the other, right up against this window here. And this was a convertible top. This top would come off. Over here in Long Island, New York, where I live, Sundays back in the day, we would go to the beach, you know, barbecue, whatever. There was only one time he removed, it was a lot of work, he said. He removed this top, and he had it off for the whole week. Because he didn't want to put it back on, take it off. It was in the summer. I remember that. But once that top went back on, it never once ever came back out again. And yeah, man, I remember this truck, man. I can't believe it. There was this one time he got stuck. He's like, sit, you know, stay in here, whatever. I remember him getting out of the truck, walking out, complaining about the mud. He was sinking in the mud, and he would go to the hubs and lock them. You would have to come out of your truck, go to your front hubs, and lock them up. Unlike the trucks, you know, we have nowadays. You can do everything from inside. But, man, there's so many memories, man. Forget, I can talk about stories with that truck. My dad had that thing badass. He had diamond plate steps. He had diamond plate of
Fenders.
No, it wasn't. It was the Fender mud flaps. He had diamond plate mud flaps on it, all custom made by a guy by hand. He had those two huge lights, huge beamed lights. Then he had these rubber sun face smiley faces on it. And yeah, and then he had a rack up top, and he would come home sometimes in the winters with 2 deers. I remember him always catching 2 deers every year. And the deers would hang from up top, and there would be liberals complaining about it and freaking complaining about that, and he would have blood dripping through the thing. Man, yo, we eat deer, we eat venison. I grew up that way, you know. We used to, man, my mom used to cook.
Good stuff.
Yeah, man, good stuff. I would help skin the deer, everything, bro. My mom used to cook venison twice a week for us, you know. But yeah, so forget, man. I can go on and on, man. There's memories about this. So throughout the whole 80s, he had it painted that style, that one style. He didn't have tinted windows, all right? It was clear windows, but in the back in the day, in the 80s, he had, since he didn't want people, especially liberals, looking at his rifle rack, all right? Because my dad had a construction business, and sometimes he would go to the job sites and whatever. You don't want customers seeing rifles and shotguns through your windows, you know, especially over here in Long Island. I mean, if you're upstate New York, that's normal up there, but... So he had this screen. I remember, dude. I'll never forget, man. I can close my eyes and I can smell that truck. That truck had a certain scent to it. It was a diesel. It was a badass diesel. It was noisy. It was nice. It was everything, man. It was torquey as hell. It didn't have the horsepower, but it was torque, man. It was a torque monster. He used to pull trees and bushes out of the homes and stuff. But he had this screen. And I remember it was like blue and black, and I'm gonna show you guys pictures in the future. I told my dad, yo, I want pictures of the Scout when you had it during the 80s and when you had it in the 90s, because in the 90s, this truck over here in Long Island, it started to rot, started to rust a lot. We get a lot of snow here, a lot of salt in the ground. The salt kills the vehicles here in New York. And then, you know, back in the day, they never really took care of the trucks or undercoated stuff. So it started to rust really bad, man. And my dad had it through the whole 80s. It was, you know, car wash here or there. Then sometimes he wouldn't wash it for, you know, the rain would wash the truck, you know. And what happened was it started getting really, really bad. There was a friend of ours that had starting a body shop. He wound up painting the whole truck. I was so upset when my dad changed the color on it. But later on, I wound up liking it even more. But I really, really liked it. Missed how the first style it was. It had white rims. It was this light blue. It had this stripes that went around the fenders. And then he had those special, it wasn't tinted windows, but it was a special screen that you couldn't see inside, but you could see out. You could see from the inside out. You couldn't see from the outside in. And then on the back window, it had the American flag with an eagle. You know, again, you couldn't see inside from outside, only from inside out. It was pretty cool. I remember him doing that. He installed that himself. I remember that. In the 90s, 1990, I remember, the body shop guy, he wound up painting everything. He said he removed a lot of rust, blah, blah, blah. He went from that light blue color and that nice stripes and everything to midnight blue. He painted the white rims black. He wound up putting big BF Goodrich tires, the biggest that you could fit onto those rims, stock rims, and it was midnight blue, and it was badass, you know, later on. But it was just, you know, different. But I still like the original way, the first time way. But so I'm planning on doing 2 replicas now, not one, but 2 replicas now. I want my dad's 1980s to 1989 Scout 2, and then I want it from 90 to 92. Actually, 93 was when it was gone. All right, so and that thing was great, man, off-road, everything. It wound up rusting, got really bad, very dangerous, and a friend of ours wound up buying it and took it away. Supposedly it went up to Vermont somewhere, you know? Yeah, man, so this is super special to me, bro. I can't believe it, man. You guys have no idea. So let's go. Let's do this, man. All right, so what we got here? The blue one first, right?
Let's do the blue one first.
All right, so enough talking about International Scout 2, which I could talk about it forever. Let's talk about RedCat. The Gen 8. I've been hearing it's very good. The price was very reasonable. I got 2. Big fan of this truck, man. Supposedly this was engineered and thought of here in the US, in the United States, in Arizona. RedCat is stepping up to the plate now. Somebody big from Horizon Hobbies, I don't know if it's a CEO or someone from Horizon Hobbies, wound up leaving Horizon Hobbies, going over to RedCat. Now he's in charge. Now he's the CEO of RedCat. So things are going to be changing over there at RedCat. All right. Let's take my own out. All right. So. There we go. Here we go. Nice. Yeah. Everybody was like, "Oh, look at the wrapper, man. The wrapper." Like, forget about the wrapper. I want to see the truck. But yo, seriously, it's a nice wrapper. I mean, it's nice that I'm gonna save it. Man, look at this beautiful bad boy, man. Look at this. I cannot believe it, man. And this is licensed from International. I had to get this, man. I don't care if I have to. Look at this bad boy. Like, I don't even want to run this. That's how beautiful this thing is, bro. That's how nice this thing is. I don't even want to run it. I think I'm just gonna go hang it over there, bro. Put it over there. Look at that, man. That's a beautiful piece of machinery right there. Yeah, it's just too bad it doesn't brap, man. But what are you gonna do? But all right. What do we got here? Now, very nice tires too. Look at that. You got Intercoast Super Swampers. Very cool. Let me throw some bigger wheels, but I like to keep it scale. It's a pretty cool looking remote, pretty cool. You know, it feels pretty good, whatever. Simple, it's probably easy to use or whatever. But yeah, I'm planning on like putting everything to the gills on here, so I'm gonna definitely take advantage of my Futaba 7PX. You know I'm gonna use that shit. It's very cool. Yeah, so like I said, the plastic quality here is amazing. For the price.
It looks like a hard body. Is that a hard body? What's Lexan?
Yeah,
That's Lexan.
It's Lexan, but this is hard. All this which is nice. It protects the body and the trails. If you're rock climbing, all this here is, it's like having skid plates. Us nitro guys and fit scale guys, we talk about skid plates. This is the skid plates for this car, bro, for this truck. Wow, the shocks feel nice, man. Look at the suspension looks good. Very cool. Very nice. It's all metal. It comes with a aluminum diff cover. Very cool. I wanted to buy that already, but I'm glad it comes with it. Now, if they have a whole new axle, I think Hot Racing makes a nice axle kit, but for other crawlers. But once I can get my hands on those for this, I'm getting it. That was very nice. One I'm gonna keep like stock. I'm thinking this orange one is gonna be stock. This one here, I want to put everything to the gills. And then whatever works that I like will go on the orange. But mostly I'm going to keep this one light, plastic. And this one here we will do up. Supposedly it's magnet on or Velcroed on. Alright. Very nice. Alright, so before we get to this, look at this, man. The body's beautiful. I like these wheel wells, fender flares here. Very nice. Much respect to RedCat, man. Very nice job. Look at this, man. Beautiful. I cannot believe it, man. Now, my old man, he had a wheel rack and a fuel tank in the back. Right, he had a fuel tank, which I got to get. It was blue. And then he had the wheel rack, you know. So
tire carrier.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big wheel, but yeah, he had it was like this, and then the fuel tank over here. I'm gonna look for pictures, and I guarantee you, that's how it was. Yeah, I'm talking years now. I haven't seen that truck, but I'm telling you, man, I can close my eyes and I can picture myself with it. Yeah, so this was a little bit on the side like this. It would open. We would lift this up, roll the tailgate down, and load her up. You know, like this. And then the fuel tank was over here. You know, he had a metal fuel tank. I forget how many gallons. But yeah, so we got to do that. This one here, I may not do that. But I'm going to get another body. I'm going to have a bunch of bodies of these, man, laying around, man. It's just, I have to do the replica. I want both replicas. I want the early 90s of my truck, of my dad's truck, and the 80s. Now, this remote I ain't going to use. This one here, I'll keep stock remote, because then my kids could drive or go on the trails or whatever. Now, I don't know what comes in here. Probably, it looks like posts, body posts, huh? What's this for? For like different bodies, or? This doesn't have it. This is like Velcro. You know, but I guess over here, look, it has the body posts. Right? I guess what, for different bodies?
Yeah, probably.
Who the hell would want a different body than this? I only want Scout 2 body. I only bought not one, but 2 Scout because of the damn body. Yeah, these are body posts. You know, so. Really cool. Yeah, you got a freaking E-word motor. What are you gonna do, bro? So this here, I'm gonna.
For speed controller? What?
Oh, Dean plugs. You know what, bro? Guess what? Let's put that battery, that life battery, that Monster Life battery, heavy duty for the guys that use on those expensive airplanes, those gas airplanes. I bought this last year, and this was supposed to be meant for my MTXL. This takes up the whole MTXL battery case, receiver box that the case is. You have to take the sponges out, everything, and it fits in there perfect. But I'm thinking of going smaller, lighter, lightweight life battery for the MTXL when we do the full rebuild. But look at this beauty here. And it's got a Dean plug already, kid. I don't have to do shit. So check it out. What if we use, oh man, it fits here perfect too. It's 2S life battery. It's good enough for me. Dude, it fits here perfect, bro. Look, it's meant for this. It's meant for this, bro. Actually, it needs to be bigger because of the straps, right? We can move the straps over. Yeah.
Yeah.
So check it out. Done. Look at this. Boom. Already Dean plugged in everything, kid. Just this is a monster Dean plug. Look at these wires. They're nice and thick. You know, like I said, guys with super expensive gasoline engine airplanes, monster airplanes, guys, run these batteries because they're safe. They will not go on fire like most LiPos will. I know it doesn't have the power of 3S, but it's got 2S, 6.6 volts, plenty power, man. Plenty power. Well, we'll see. We'll see. All right, I'm trying. This is a LiPo-free house. I don't care. You know, LiPo-free house. If it's sickening, then I'll put a 3S LiPo here. But or I'll upgrade the engine the best I can to run with 2S. Right?
Yep.
I mean, this is a crawler. I'm not doing speed runs with this. You know? Yo, man, this really fits here good, bro. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try it out. 4200. I'm going to try it out. Alright, Van Power. If it works good, I'll buy another one at the next time I see these guys. Alright, so, what else? What else? You got aluminum shocks. Got nice aluminum shocks. I'm digging how the suspension is, man. Very nice. You know? There it is. Yeah, I gotta set her up. So, look at the quality of the plastic, man. Come here, look at this. Very nice. You got these here. This will help also with when you're going through the rocks and stuff. These links. Yeah, man. Really feels nice. Now, also this chassis is much bigger, wider than the $600 versions. All right, I'm not going to say their names. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know, this chassis is very nice all the way through, from one end to the other. Look at that, pretty strong setup. And yeah, so it's bigger, wider here, more strength. Supposedly, it's got a good transmission, metal gears, steel gears, which I may take apart. My friend said his is very noisy, and we will take ours apart and probably use my favorite grease here for RCs from now on right here. All right, we're gonna be using this. All right, and that's it, man. And then let's see, it's got a hitch. Super cool, man. Got a hitch. So you may see it with a trailer. That's pretty cool. I may put a plow on one of them. We'll bust it out in the snow and shit. Be pretty cool. Alright, so I gotta get a tie rack for this that moves. I want it functional. Alright, so I should throw some batteries in here and, yeah, what are you gonna do? 5 miles an hour? It'll be funny to try to jump it off the Fresh Park ramp, huh?
You can use this to get some exercise. You go for walks with it.
Yeah.
Your neighbors are gonna love you now.
Let's unbox the other one too.
Yep.
Alright, now I'm gonna take these out. Oh, yeah, let's take it all out.